The key idea to make the solution of this problem easy is to replace all of the possible characters like the comma, $sign with just a space. And then using the split function will just do the split for you. That's simple. So looking here to the code, I am making multiple function calls in a single line. Don't be like scared. Here we are reading the input string. Now after that I am doing 3 replacements. First of all, the returned string here did a dot replace function here. You might not get used to that, but if the function is returning something like string, you can just imagine if there's some string here, we are making a call for it. Now the dot replace comma with a space will return for us a new string, so you can imagine if all of that is just a new string like that. And again, you are applying the dot replace over the returned string, and then another dot replace over the returned string. At this moment, the string will just have a bunch of items separated with only spaces, which split function is very good at doing it by itself. Once we are done with that, split will return for us a list. Then we can call the sorted function over it. It might not be a good in practice to write something like that big, maybe. So like it's up to the coding guidelines that you have, but just it's more of a educational purposes for you. In the second homework, we'd like to make the compression, which very similar to what we did, but involved some ordering based on the frequency and based on the small letter. So let's see the code here. First of all, I would like to show you a trick about ordering something from small to large. We know if we have a list like 156 and would like to sort it from small to large, from large to small, we can just use reverse equal true. But there's another trick that sometimes is useful. If you multiplied all the numbers with -1, so the 156 is now multiplied with -1, -5, -6. If you try to sort them from small to large, they will be -5, -6, -5, -1. So the observation is if you multiplied with -1, then you can order, if you multiply the frequency with, the problem in this problem is, or the issue in the problem, you have something to order on frequency large, but the letter small, so there is like a contradiction, and we didn't learn so far like enough tools to make this problem easier. So with what we have so far, if you multiply the frequency with -1, then now both the frequency and the letter are based on small to large, which should make the coding easy now. Let's see how I'm going to do that. In a similar way to the last grouping, we are going to check if I'm same as the previous one or not. If not, we are going to we are going to append the 2 things here. We are going to append the letter here and the length of the group, but I'm going to put the length with a negative value to get the effect that I mentioned here. Once we did that, I can just sort the result and observe, and I made the first element to be the length and the second element to be the character, because the request here is to sort on frequency first. After that, we can iterate on the list one more time and just multiply back the frequency with -1. Now the frequency will be returned 1, and then you just do the normal printing. So the moral of this exercise is as following. You are appending tuples here of 2 items to make sorting, or two different criteria if there is a tie. And also we use the -1 to facilitate making both of them are ordered from small to large. Later we should learn more techniques to make sorting based on multi-criteria a bit an easier task. That's all.